I'm Sylvain Nykiel, and with my wife and my daughter, we own Savor 209 and the Boulangerie in San Antonio, and we are situated at 209 and 207 on Broadway. We came here for many reasons, but the first thing we wanted to be here is to share what we know to do, that's the food, now we have got the bread, we got all that, you know. And San Antonio, it's a nice town to live because it's a quiet and easy life, you know. We are from Paris, three of us. We lived 32 years in Paris, so we know exactly, you know, where we had this bad story last week on Friday 13. We were a little bit involved because we still have our daughter there, Carla. She's still working in Paris, and unfortunately on this Friday night she was close to go back home, you know, and need to walk this district. And fortunately, you know, we sent her a text, you know, and we said looking the infos, you know, and she could understand. She couldn't go for what, you know, go too far, you know, because the policeman stopped them, you know, and so they had to hide themselves in a showroom, you know, for 2 or 3 hours, you know, and close the curtains, shut down the light, and doesn't say anything because it was a very scary, you know, like a wartime, you know. And I heard after a few hours, you know, I heard my daughter's friend was very close to Rue Amelot, you know, and it's the next corner of where you had the cafe, you know, was shooting. So I couldn't imagine. That's why I said, you know, like, I couldn't imagine it could happen in Paris, you know, like I couldn't imagine the 9/11 either, you know. So it's very scary. 2 times. It's scary because they killed so many people in 1 hour, you know, and they can come to our home to do that, you know. It's we're supposed to be the safest country in the world, you know, and we can see the problem we have, and I believe from now everybody's going to work against this terrorist, you know, and this. It's not a man, you know, it's not human. It's some animals, you know. You can't call these people, you know, human. They are animals, you know, and it's like now it's like hunters. We have to hunt them, you know, and to put them down. It's not going to be easy, but we are going to win for sure, because it has to be. And I trust very much our countries to do the job, and we've got the good soldiers. They want to fight for us, you know. And that's why it's no. I don't have any doubt about that. You know, I'm 100% even more be sure. You know, in few years, you know, we'll say, okay, do you remember that? I would say yes, but now you can walk without fears, you know, on our street in New York, in Paris, in Berlin, anywhere, you know, and take the plane safe because nobody will try to put a bomb inside, you know, whatever. So yes, I'm very optimistic, you know. I'm very optimistic. No, it's a hard time for everybody, for us, for you, for the Russian because they lost a plane a week ago, for the people who live in Beirut, for the people who live in Damas, people who live in anywhere. You know, you don't have any country safe now, you know. But we are going to fight. And we're going to win because the World War II was nearly the same problem, you know, and we kicked this guy out, you know, and I'm sure we will do the same for these guys too, you know. So it's only a question of time, but at the end, for sure, we're going to win anyway, you know. It's my belief, and I would fight for this belief, you know. I would.